How are you guys doing, my loves? Today I'm gonna show you most of the meals that I had on my Candida cleanse. This was my strict 30 days cleanse, so it was very, very limited, very, very strict. Now, for my second month, it's not gonna be as strict, but this is definitely something that I had to do for 30 days. This is I guess I'm gonna like show you all of the videos here and just explain them just a little bit, but I don't want to go too into depth because I feel like there's so many meals. If there's any that you want, what do you call that, like instructions to, like if you want the recipes or how I cooked it, any of that, leave them down below and I will make a video of those meals specifically because I feel like a lot of this is very easy and a lot of like you could do it yourself, like you don't need a recipe. And I have a ton of meals to share with you guys. So I don't really want to take my time and explain, "Oh, set your oven at 350." I don't want to do that in this video, but I could possibly make another video like that. So let's start with this video, which is going to show my sprouts or order. So here we have a bunch of milk. The almond and the coconut milk were recommended to drink. Apple cider vinegar, never used it. The coconut oil spray, that is something that they do recommend. So definitely get yourself a coconut oil spray. I cooked with cocoa aminos once, and I think I put too much that I didn't cook with it again. Now we have some eggs, some garlic, some hard-boiled eggs. Those were really good. This coconut June pure coconut yogurt was one of the ones that my health coach recommended. She recommended two, but I ended up only trying one. And this one was actually really good because it had a slight hint of coconut, but it was more tart than coconut. Because I don't know if it's because I have candida, is that my body like rejects coconut because like coconut is what kills it. But I hated coconut anything. Coconut milk, coconut yogurt, just drinking like just eating coconut, like coconut cream. I didn't like it. Like I would have it every now and then, but it wasn't like my go-to flavor. And this whole month I've done so many things with coconut, like coconut yogurt, coconut oil, I've coconut uh what is it called? Like coconut meat. I don't know if I was allowed to drink coconut water, so I didn't have coconut water, but my electrolytes, they're made with coconut powder, so coconuts all around. Okay, let's see what else. Flaxseed, hemp seeds. Okay, the hemp hearts. I actually use those a lot in my smoothies because that's how I got my protein. Arugula, spinach, you name it. The let me see what else. The cauliflower rice, you guys. Oh my gosh. I learned to love cauliflower rice. The California blend, all the organic frozen vegetables and the berries, Brussels sprouts, hummus, avocado, radishes are really good for you. Bell peppers, lemons, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries. Those are the only fruits that you can eat on this diet are raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. At least at the beginning of the 30 days. I talked to my health coach tomorrow, and I think green apples and peaches are going to be a go. Hopefully, she adds more fruit, but if not, it's okay. All right. This next meal is one of the meals that I ate at the very beginning. It was kind of like one of the meals that was in my packets, which was a salad. And my salad was super simple. It was just arugula and cucumbers. And I topped it off with some olive oil, some lemon, some cayenne pepper, some black pepper, and some salt. And then this is the chicken that I cooked with the aminos, and it was so strong. I did not like it, but I just added a ton of lemon on top of it, and I just ended up eating it. So that was one of the meals that I kept having the first week. For the first week, they say that your diet shouldn't be mostly fruit, like it should be mostly like vegetables. But I quit everything cold turkey that I just I ate fruit a lot at the first week. That's what was getting me through this the first week. So here we have a coconut yogurt with the coconut yogurt that I showed you guys. So it's coconut yogurt, blueberries, goji berries, which goji berries are really good for this diet. Some poppy seeds and some almonds, and I think I ended up adding cinnamon at the end and just mixing this together. This combo I ate so much every single day, and it's so fulfilling, and it takes away your sweet cravings. I'll show this one real quick, but again, I made this time I oven baked my chicken and I made an arugula salad. Okay, then I ended up getting tired of the coconut yogurt like the first week. And so then I just did the blueberries, goji berries, and almonds with some cinnamon on top. And that was also very delicious. So, highly recommend that meal. Another one of my favorite breakfasts at the beginning was my omelets. I was doing spinach and organic free range eggs with in an omelet. And then I started incorporating like an avocado. I did like half an avocado one time and then I did a full avocado the next time. And let me tell you, half is fine. I would always look at videos of people where they were like eating one avocado, like half an avocado, and I'm like, why don't you just eat the full avocado? But honestly, all you need is half the avocado. That is one thing that I learned on this diet is that I'm definitely eating a lot less food now, which is like crazy to me because I was overeating so much food. And ever since I'm on this diet, I realized that my body didn't take that much food to feel satisfied. One of my favorite meals at the beginning was this steak with like grilled or oven baked Brussels sprouts or like steak bites and asparagus. That was my go-to meal. And I love having steak with A1 sauce. And unfortunately, I couldn't have A1 sauce, so I was just eating it like that. What did I end up doing at the end? No, I don't think I ever got a sauce. Let me think about it. So here's my yogurt. Again, I was eating a lot of the yogurts. I then started doing my omelets. See, this is where I eat the two eggs. I started getting tired of the taste of the eggs, so I decided to buy some hot sauces, and right here I have tapatio. So I bought tapatio, Cholula, and Tabasco, and I was alternating those because I was getting tired. I was getting so tired of eating eggs in the morning. And then I started making a lot of smoothies, especially at the beginning of my diet, trying to incorporate those veggies that I didn't want to eat. So I would do either almond milk or coconut milk, some frozen berries or just strawberries, a ton of spinach, hemp seeds, and flax seeds, and a little bit of cinnamon. And I would blend that up. Towards the end of my diet, I did end up getting like a stevia drops. So I ended up putting those to make my drink sweeter. But I survived on these smoothies. And to me, I was like, I'm putting spinach in them, so they're good for me. After many, many days, many, many weeks, what it felt like of eating berries, I was so tired of them that I just started eating just strawberries. And I have never really liked strawberries, at least not raw ones, because they're not sweet anymore. They just don't make them sweet anymore. And I just thought they were too sour. Like even berries, I just thought they were so sour, and now they taste sweet. For a few months or for a few weeks, these strawberries were so good. If you have a Sprouts near you, the organic strawberries there, oh my gosh, they are so delicious. This last time was a little bit disappointing because they were a little bit sour, but they were so, 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 so good. Oh, okay. We ended up doing some steak and shrimp for one of our meals, and the salad I added, it was the same salad as before, but I added some radishes, and oh my gosh, that was so good. The next day, I kept it up with the steak, but this time it was steak with some grilled like cactus, nopalitos, and some cucumbers with some lime and salt. That was a really good meal. Oh my gosh, that was so good. For 1 week, all I had was steak. And then I haven't had it since then, but I'm placing, oh, that reminds me, I gotta place an HEB order today so I can make some dinner today. Okay, chia pudding. Have you guys ever made chia pudding? I had tried once and I was like, no, oats all the way, overnight oats all the way. But since I can't have oats right now, I decided to make it. And for the first 3 days, it was good. So I did coconut milk or almond milk, put a chia seeds with stevia, cinnamon, left that overnight, and then in the morning I would top it off with blueberries, goji berries, and almonds. And it was like a cereal liquidy powder, like it was like a cereal like liquidy consistency that it wasn't my favorite, and then I tried to make it thick and it also wasn't my favorite. So if I have to choose between liquidy or like really pudding like for the chia pudding, I would have it more liquidy instead. I got really used to drinking herbal teas. I will share some of my favorite ones on the screen. I can also link them for you guys on Amazon if they have. I think most of these they have on Amazon. The Tocino one is really good if you miss drinking coffee. That one sort of tastes like coffee. The liver detox one, the dandelion one, that one tastes really good, especially if you ice it with some stevia. That was like my lunch drink. So I felt like I was like drinking like a soda. It was just an herbal tea. Chamomile and peppermint were also my favorite. The chai one without sweetness was too spicy. I personally didn't like that one, but my husband did. So yeah, the the herbal teas definitely have grown on me. I definitely drink one or two a day now. Here are some more strawberries. These strawberries right here, these are the ones from Sprouts. They were so pretty, so big, so juicy, so sweet. I loved them. Then I stopped eating. I had food fatigue and I had food nausea. Like anything that I was eating was making me nauseous and I didn't know what to do. I was not eating and I didn't want to lose my weight progress because I was losing like 3 pounds a week. I didn't want to lose that. So I decided to get this Sun Warrior protein shake powder because my favorite one is from Sun Warrior, but it's not this one. And no, negative. I did not like this. But if you need a protein and you don't care about the chalky taste, the really powdery taste, then I recommend this one for you. I just couldn't get over the texture, but it didn't taste bad. It was just a texture thing. Oh, and then I realized I would read my food list, like the foods that I could eat, like every week, just to see if I had missed something, and I would just be like, okay, in case I'm forgetting something that I really like. And one of the things I did forget that I could eat was the sugar-free ketchup. So for this week, I had ketchup with all of my eggs. So I did omelets with ketchup. I did just scrambled eggs with ketchup. That was like one of my favorite things to do. This meal here was celery with almond butter and almonds. This one was in the guide that my health coach recommended, and I tried this twice and I did not like it. It does not taste like peanut butter and raisins on your celery stick. It was not good. I will say it's a good snack, especially like if you're out and about and you want to take a snack, but I just did not enjoy it, and so I stopped making it. Then I got tired of my berry and veggie smoothies, and then I drank some strawberry smoothies. I just did strawberry, hemp seeds, and milk, and I was fine with that. Then it got really challenging. This is when I was just not eating. I was going all day. I was feeling really dizzy because I wasn't eating. And I decided to get some bone broth. I do not like bone broth. I think it tastes so bad. My my best friend, tried to put me on it a while back, and I even got it, and I got the same one she did, and I recreated her recipe, and I just couldn't. But now I had no choice but to drink this because the Kettle and Fire one, I'll post it here. It has 19 grams of protein, so it really fills you up for a while, and it's protein. So I decided to just do it, and I had bone broth for a whole week. My suggestion, my best friend's mom actually told me to add cilantro. So if you like cilantro, I would add cilantro, lime, salt, and Tabasco. That is the only way I could drink my bone broth. Oh, and I would always pair it with some cucumber slices just to get the taste out of my mouth. So I would do cucumber slices with lime and tahine, and that was my favorite. Another meal that I really started doing, this pasta right here is heart of palm angel hair. So it's a vegetable that looks like spaghetti, but it's not spaghetti, and I paired it with some sugar-free tomato sauce. I think Prego was the only one that was available to me on HEB that was sugar-free. So that's the one I used, but just type in like sugar-free tomato sauce and it'll pop up to you. It might not be Prego, it might be something else. But this meal was so good, even though it wasn't good. It's like when you've been deprived of pasta for so long, things that simulate pasta start to taste good because in your brain you feel like you're eating it. I enjoyed it, but I only had it once. I was like, never again. I ended up, I don't know if I'll have a picture of it, but I ended up switching to chickpea flour pasta, and that has been one of my go to meals. So, chickpea flour pasta with ground turkey and the tomato sauce, the marinara sauce, whatever you want to call it. That is so delicious. Both me and my husband really enjoy days when we eat that because it's something out of the regular, of like vegetables, protein, yada yada. Pork rinds. Pork rinds are a very good snack if you're on this candida cleanse because you can eat them. Now, you have to make sure they're the plain ones with nothing in them. And you have to make sure it's just pork rinds and sea salt. Really, really look at the ingredients. I bought some for my husband that were like chili lime. Almost took a bite out of them, thinking that I could eat them. Checked the ingredients real quick. They had sugar. So you have to be really careful with those. And then obviously, like the salt and vinegar ones have vinegar, and you can't have distilled vinegar for, I don't know, 60 days. So I had to get the plain Jane ones, and I just put some hot sauce on top of them. The almond flour tortillas that they sell in stores have tapioca starch, and that is something that you have to avoid the 30 days unless, your health coach says it's okay. So I made like 5 ingredient almond flour tortillas, and I had those with my egg in the morning, and it was, even though the tortillas did not come out good, they didn't even taste that good. It was the best breakfast I had had in so long, just because like it was like that starchy, like the carb like texture and flavor. I made them 3 times or four, and all 4 times they came out differently. I don't know what I was doing wrong. Ooh, and then see, this is when I started like, at first it was like eating the same meals, and then I started getting a little bit creative with my meals. So then HEB has these like coconut meat packages, and obviously you can just buy the coconut and cut it up yourself, but I didn't want to do that. So I would just get these coconut packages, get this sugar-free chamoy. It's a little bit expensive compared to regular chamoy, but it has no sugar, it's no calories, it's super clean. So I would add that, lime, and some tahine, and that would be like my snack at night. Oh my gosh, that actually still is my snack to this day. It is so delicious. It is so good. We actually started doing that with the jicama. I don't even know how you say that in English. Jicama? I don't know. So, same concept. Cutting up the jicama. If you let it sit in water overnight and then eat it the next day, it tastes so much better, I promise. But yeah, jicama, lime, chamoy, and tajin. Oh my gosh, that has been like my savior these past 2 weeks because if you guys have watched my previous videos, it was so hard to finish off the 4 weeks. I almost felt like giving up so many times. So these are like some of the meals that kind of they were very familiar to me that kind of kept me sane. Just like tajin and chamoy. Ooh, this last one I do not recommend unless you really like the taste of tuna. I am a person that really loves tuna and tuna salad. My favorite is like tuna with pasta, corn, lettuce, and mayonnaise. But you can't have any of that. You can't have any of that on this diet. So I was like, I know what I'm going to do. So I cut up some tomatoes, some cucumbers. I put, and it has to be wild caught tuna. So I got some wild caught tuna. I put it on top. I put a ton of lime, cayenne pepper, tahine, lime, or salt and pepper. I think that's all I did. And I almost mixed it, but I decided not to mix it. And this is what I ate. The whole package had 35 grams of protein. So I really made myself eat this, even though I didn't want it. It was the fishiest, tuna-iest taste I've ever had. And I was so tired of fish that it was just like a punch in the face. But I wasn't eating. I was just like, I was not eating. And that was one of the things that I was like, okay, 35 grams of protein, 35 grams of protein. That's all I kept thinking about. And um, we just got it done. So, some of the meals that I've recently started cooking this week that I don't have pictures of because they've been so good, I hadn't even thought about like taking pictures of them. Well, the one I just told you guys about, which is the chickpea flour pasta. I'm pretty sure if you go to your local store, like your local Whole Foods, Sprouts, I got mine at HEB. Just look for the ingredients. It's only chickpea flour because there are some that have like potato starch and all of that stuff. Get that one. And then your sugar-free tomato sauce and some organic free-range ground turkey and mix that all together. And oh my gosh, it is so good. It has so much flavor. I can't have it with vegan cheese, but my husband has had it with vegan cheese and he says it's the best thing ever. So we've eaten that a lot recently. Cuz for the past I guess 2 weeks now, all I've had is ground turkey. I can't eat anything else currently. Just cuz my taste buds they've been all over the place. But the other meal is ground turkey with purple cabbage and cauliflower rice. That has been my go-to meal. We probably had that meal all week last week for dinner. So good. So good. You can even use green cabbage. I used purple cabbage, but I think they both taste great. And the other one that I did was, which I'm gonna make today, is different colored bell peppers. So I did orange and yellow bell peppers with the ground turkey, kind of just sauteed them with my cauliflower. And I add ghee in my cauliflower. And I don't know, that just gives it like another dimension. And then you mix it all together in a bowl, and it is so delicious. Oh my gosh, it is so good. I suggest you try that if you are doing this Candida diet or if you're doing like a carbless diet, the that doing your cauliflower rice with ghee is so delicious. I'm tired of eating this. Steak and sauteed vegetables was one of the better things in my diet. Cooking it with ghee and onion was really good. That was probably one of my favorites, cooking it with ghee. But yeah, then just eating a lot of fresh vegetables. I ate a lot of cucumbers, just raw cucumbers with lime, or tomatoes with lime, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, green beans, broccoli, broccolini. I even tried, I don't like arugula. I tried it the first time, got tired of it. Spinach, I don't like it, but I have to. Then I tried like microgreens because apparently those are really good for you. And I just couldn't handle the taste, but it is what it is. We just put a bunch in our mouth and just ate them away. So, those were a lot of the meals that I did. A lot of omelets, like I mentioned. I'm still eating eggs in the morning just because it's like quick, easy, and it fills me up. I'm gonna order some turkey bacon because I cannot eat my eggs alone. Like the taste of eggs alone is just, it's like another level of like, man, I don't know. Eggs taste really strong. But yeah, we're going through this. Next week, no, I'm sorry, tomorrow. I actually did my 4-week check in today. I filmed that video today too, so that's why I'm wearing the same shirt. So if you haven't watched my 4-week check-in on my Candida cleanse, that's the video before this one. I talked to my health coach tomorrow and she's going to let me know what new foods I can introduce to my diet. So I'm really excited to see what else I can eat. I'm so excited to see what else I can eat, to be honest. I'm so excited. And yeah, I guess we'll go from here. I don't think my meals are going to change that much because there's not much more food that I'm introducing. But if I can guess, which is some stuff that's on the paper, like I'm going to be able to eat peaches, green apples, brown rice, lentils, beans, and quinoa. So I can start incorporating those kind of carbs into my life. I don't miss any of those except the beans. The beans and the peaches and the apples, that's what I'm most excited for. But I've never been a brown rice type of girl, so I don't even know how to cook brown rice. So that's going to be new for me. Quinoa, when my husband was on his diet, we had quinoa every single day. And I'm not excited about quinoa, but it's something. And yeah, I don't know what else I can eat. Oh, I can start eating Greek yogurt, but it has to be unflavored. So actually, I am excited about that because I miss regular yogurt. I'm tired of the coconut yogurt. So yeah, I will be doing another update. I don't know when. I have another 30 days to go. So I don't know if I'll just give an update at the end of these 30 days or what. But I don't know if you guys will need a weekly update from now on. I don't know if I will be losing as much weight as I did the first month since I am introducing carbs again. So I don't know. I guess we'll play it by ear, but I do want to do like a before and after of how my body looks. I forgot to do it at the beginning of this diet, so oh well. And I do mention how much weight I've lost. If you want to go to my last video, I tell you the total amount of weight that I've lost throughout this whole experience. And I can't wait to keep losing more weight. But yeah, my clothes definitely feels better. Doesn't feel as tight, but I'm still overweight. Like I was reading my BMI and stuff, like my metabolic age is still 37. It hasn't gone down. So definitely I'm going to keep working on putting that down, like making that go down. I think this was more of a lifestyle change, not a diet. That's the way I'm seeing it. This weekend I was telling people about, what I'm doing and how it's going and what it's all about. And they're like, well, how long are you doing this for? And I'm like, oh, 60 days. And they're like, well, are you going to go back to eating the way you were? And to me, I took that very like, not vague at all. Like I took it very like, no, like I'm not going to go back to eating. Like, yes, I'm going to go back to eating things that were limited from this diet, like gluten, dairy, all of that stuff. But I'm not going to go back to eating the way I used to eat, because the way I used to eat was not healthy at all. I feel like I've learned new patterns of like how to look at food in a different way. I've learned that I don't need as much food. I was overeating way too much, and learning when my body is satisfied and learning to say no to like a second plate, or to getting extras. I do not snack at night anymore. That is something that I used to do a lot. I started fasting. I fast till like 12 or 1 now. So there's been a lot of changes that I don't necessarily want to stop doing. I definitely want to. The reason I did this diet is so I could eat the stuff that was like making me sick, but so I could eat them without them making me sick. Like for example, I have a thing where it's called leaky gut, where it's like there's like a hole in my stomach basically. It's like stuff from my stomach is going out into my bloodstream. Therefore, I'm having these reactions. So I was allergic to dairy and I was drinking dairy every day. So one of the things that it was causing in my skin, it was giving me eczema because it was going into my bloodstream. And that's something that I didn't know until I did this diet. And so now that I get to heal my stomach, hopefully I can start drinking dairy now without it giving me like something on my skin. So yeah, definitely I want to enjoy stuff again. I want to enjoy a slice of cake when it's someone's birthday. I want to enjoy pasta. I want to enjoy going to In-N-Out. I still want to enjoy those things, but not to the point of how I was doing them. But yeah, that's pretty much my little update here. I hope that you guys got some good ideas on meals, just because, like, it's so hard to find ideas on meals on the internet. I remember looking on YouTube and everybody does a what I eat in a day, and that's like you have to watch like 20 meals to get different ideas. And I just wasn't finding something. So I was like, let me create something that I would want to watch. And I feel like this is something that I would have wanted to watch when I was looking for ideas. So I hope that this helps you guys on your journey in case you're doing the Candida cleanse. And one thing that I can tell you, I don't know what part of your journey you're at, but if you're struggling and you feel like giving up, do not give up. Take it day by day. Tell yourself that you are mentally stronger than this and that you can do this for 30 days for the rest of your life, for the rest of your 20, 60 years. You can do this for 30, 60 days. It's a minuscule amount of time for the rest of your life. And the cravings are not you, it's the candida telling you to feed it so it doesn't die. That's kind of what helped me like push through the cravings, because I swear I didn't think I was going to go through it. I didn't think the cravings were going to go away, but I promise you that they do go away. So with that being said, you got this. Take it one day at a time. I promise you it's going to get better, and I believe in you and you can do this. But that was the end of this video, you guys. For come back next week so you can see another video. I love you guys so much. Bye.